Welcome back, dear ones. I'm going to share with you the energy tendencies for the collective for November 2020. And I'm starting this now, it's the 25th of October. And the reason being that the energetic changes, I perceive them, they have already started and they're going to carry into November. And the first tendency that I experience in the collective, which means it is not going to be the experience of everybody, but of a lot of people, is one of kind of a feeling of exhaustion and tiredness, feeling drained, feeling unmotivated. It's like depleted, like the air has left the balloon type of thing. That's the feeling that a lot of you are going to experience or have already started to experience. And this will carry into November, right? But not only that, it is going to be in combination with another emerging energy, and that is one of, how would I say, conflict. Like you may feel unsettled inside. You may feel very easily agitated, very easily annoyed. You may feel like the sense of stability within you has just disappeared or has weakened, has become weaker. And so there is a sense of aggression in the air and in your private life. I'm not talking about any political stuff. I'm also talking about your personal life. The energy of conflict, the energy of aggression, of going against things, or experiencing feelings against stuff that you witness, that you see, people that you interact with. And you seem to be triggered very easily. You may experience that. And when you notice it, take it as, okay, this is an energetic thing here happening as well. Like we're all influencing each other and being influenced, and take this as, I notice it and I can choose whether I act on it or not. I can choose how I respond to feelings of agitation and annoyance and, I could just basically move to the moon, just beam me up, Scotty type of thing. It's going to be very intense, and this is also a reason why I make light of this, because it's going to feel intense. It's going to pass also, not quickly. That's going to carry over for a little while longer, and it's going to flare up every now and then. But remember, it's going to pass, and you can choose, kind of take it as an experimentation opportunity. You can experiment how you respond to those feelings, to those situations, to those people that will show up in your personal life, and therefore also on the big scene, the big arena, which is often also the bigger reflection of what's there, as you know. So they're the two things. And it could also be that this annoyance and this not having patience and feeling aggression, this is part of the reason why you might also feel drained then. It makes sense, because it takes a lot of energy, it is draining, it is disempowering, and this feeling of disempowerment is something that can cost energy, that can make us feel tired, and it's more than tired. It feels like I'm exhausted. I really don't want to deal with stuff anymore. I just want to switch off. That's what it feels like. It feels like exhaustion. So the way to deal with this best is to remind yourself it's okay to have these feelings. You don't have to block them out, change them, shut them out. Take them, feel them, experience them, and then choose what you do with them. Which means if you are exhausted, try to take a step back, or 2 or 3, right? That's okay. If in any way possible you can do this, if you can organize your work or your time or your chores or whatever it is, then use the freedom that you have within your own structures to give yourself a break every now and then, to make it easier on yourself, because there will be times again when you will have loads of energy and when you can get stuff done that would take you forever during this period of time. So don't even go there. Don't even go there. It is okay. It can sit there for another while longer, whatever it is. If you want to tidy up the basement, it's possibly best to wait, because it will take you forever, possibly, and it will drain you more than it will give you energy. So wait for this phase to pass and for you to come into this, okay, now I'm bouncy and high vibe again, and things will be just so much easier. Give yourself a break, relax. And I mean this seriously. It's not just like, oh yeah, relax. I mean this. This is your way out of this. This is your way of, or one possible way of coping with this, of dealing with this. And it will reduce the stress factor, which means when things come up that trigger you, that annoy you, when this aggressive energy is in the air, you'll be able to deal with that better too. Which means look after yourself. Look after yourself during the next couple of weeks. Okay, this is what I'm suggesting as one positive way of dealing with this. And try to not engage as much as possible. Try to stay away from engaging in this conflicting energy wave. It's there. And it's going to float through people's lives. So come within and keep your stability, or come back to your stability whenever possible. And if you can't, it's okay too. Then don't be annoyed with yourself. Don't give out to yourself. Don't put yourself down, because that will only add to the stress and to your feelings of not having power at all, not having control at all, which may be the case, but you don't need to have those feelings. Come back to your inner sense of peace, which means you won't find that out there. You can only do that within, which means you can only do that when you feel good. And in order to make yourself feel good, you need to do things that feel good for you. Okay? I'm going to love you and leave you for today, and we're going to talk next time.